What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And with all this new hysteria around Zero Chill, you guys have been asking me so many questions about it, my past experiences with it, what do I expect to be coming, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some ideas of what you can expect with the Zero Chill. But what I'm going to ask you to do before I get into that is go ahead and like the video. It's really appreciated. One of the main things that you guys have also been asking about is this actual Team Diamonds thing with Kareem Hunt being out of Madden. I do believe that they're probably going to update the set. I don't know if they're going to actually take him out. Okay, so it's any Chiefs Core Elite. So he has been officially taken out of the Team Diamond set. So for those of you that had that question, you probably would see that now that it's not going to be an issue because you could put anybody in that set. So that takes care of that. Now, as far as the Zero Chill goes, you guys have been bringing up some really, really good ideas. EA kind of skipped out last year on the Ghost of Presents, Ghost of Present and the Ghost of Past, Christmas Past, all that kind of stuff like that. But one of the main ones that you guys were bringing up as I go into the cornerback situation, I'm going to go ahead and open up my binder right quick, and I'm going to show you guys, give you guys a little bit of the insight into what I've been thinking about. When we go to the high overall corners, right, when you look at Deion Sanders is the prototypical, probably the best corner in the game. Most of you guys are probably going to be blitzing him out of nickel normal because that's like the blitz that everybody goes to right now. 335 odd has been patched, but you can still run it the same. The only issue is you have to really blitz the players. If you contain them, the blitz won't work, but you can still get instant pressure, but everything is open. So if you run bunch and just keep hitting the flat, or you hit a quick streak up the middle with the bunch, the guy, the middle receiver, it's pretty much stupid. Like if you still run it, but primarily he's used as a blitzing corner because he's 99 speed, 97 excel. Even though he has 99 man, 99 zone, people typically don't have him on the outside. Even though in addition to that, he also has 2,000 block shed. And the reason that I bring that up is this, right? Some of you guys were asking about Darrelle Revis. Gmia, would you get Darrelle Revis? What do you think about Darrelle Revis? All this kind of crap, right? This is the situation, right? Darrelle Revis was a man-to-man corner. He wasn't really a zone dude, but I think EA, for the purposes of the game, would make him like a high zone, high man type thing. Obviously, he can't be as fast as Deion Sanders. He probably would be around the 93 to 92 speed. More than likely, the corner that's going to probably have to go is going to probably be Chris Harris. Now, some of you guys have seen Chris Harris put in major work. You know what I'm saying, bro? I've tweeted it out. You guys have seen him like in clutch situations, put in some major things. You know what I'm saying? But I think that they would make any card that comes out, right? Any card that they release, more than likely they're gonna have them above this speed, especially for Zero Chill. Like I'm expecting like the minimum speed to be 95. Now, would I get a Darrelle Revis? Probably not. The only other corner, to be honest with you, Charles Woodson and Antonio Cromartie. Those are probably the only other corners that I would consider getting because they completely, ruined my experience with Night Train Lane. That card is straight garbage in this game, so I probably would avoid that. If a corner had to go, though, and you guys are asking me which corner would I get rid of, it would probably have to be Chris Harris. I don't even know, what is that? Is Darius Slay, what is he doing? Okay, so he's a 99 zone, 95 man, but he has a 96 speed, so I always go with speed over everything else. I probably would have to get rid of Chris Harris. Now, that's just regards to that, in that situation of corner, right? Safeties, I already told you guys. I'm primarily looking for Polamalu. If I don't get Polamalu, it doesn't make any sense for me to do anything else. Because this guy right here, the last I checked, he was going for like 600 and something K, right? But he's been getting mossed. He's been getting abused. He hasn't been playing his zones. He hasn't been doing anything. I don't know what. Maybe because he got hurdled. And that, people are getting excited about it. Like, Saquon Barkley hurdled him, and then all of a sudden, Madden made him garbage. I think they probably logged in and secretly tuned him up because the dude's trash. He has a 93 hit power, all that good stuff. He doesn't really do much for me. If you guys have watched any of my recent past broadcasts, twitch.tv/GmiasWorld, you will notice that Adrian Amos is getting abused, bro. Like, this dude is just going out there and just having no idea what he's doing, getting more straight up. Like, just straight up in his face. Like, the dude's trash. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what this is about. Polamalu is probably going to be a guy that, would replace him. As far as the free safety goes, we're just waiting for the upgrade to Sean Taylor, which should be coming probably soon. It's sort of like the whole Randy Moss thing. It's sooner than later. You're going to definitely get an upgrade for him. So even though he's looking kind of garbage right now, he doesn't really play as much. You know what I'm saying? Because Deion Sanders in certain defenses is subbed in for him. He only really plays when I'm running my nickel, and the blitz usually gets in there pretty quickly. So it's not like my opponent has that much time, and he's able to break on balls and stuff like that and do what he has to do. So that's something that I just wanted to make sure you guys understood about on the defensive side of the ball. As far as like D-line and all the other stuff that's going on, I don't really care that much about anybody else that can be released because, Page is just a monster at the D-tackle position. John Randall, maybe I get another. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It depends. Like I told you guys, Warren Sapp, maybe. That's probably the only guy that whatever. And then Aaron Donald, I don't expect them to give him an upgrade, but I think they really dropped the ball giving him 88 block shed and not allowing him to get out of my way because that's kind of stupid. If you watch Aaron Donald play, nobody can block him. So I don't see why they would, give his power up an 88 block shedding. Like, how hard would it have been to just make sure he gets a 90? That things like that are my pet peeves in this game. Like, when you give them credit for the fact that Tyreek Hill got his 99 speed because you see the guy on the field, the guy is lightning fast. That's all good and well, right? Then after that, a lot of different things that they do, it's like, what are you doing? Because put it like this, one-on-one, you're not blocking Aaron Donald. So that's obvious. Like, you don't need a ratings adjuster. You just got to have eyeballs, and you can see that, this guy is not blockable. So his block shedding should actually be way above 90. I don't see how it's at an 88. And then other players are just higher than that, like Jabal Sheard and stuff. Like, if you watch them all play, the way that he gets in is just completely ridiculous. I understand the power moves being at 94, but you can't block Aaron Donald. And it doesn't matter, bro. Like, I know you guys are probably like, he be getting blocked sometimes. Nah, bro. When it's time for this guy to make a play, he just goes right in and does whatever he wants. I think, doesn't he lead the league in sacks right now? I believe he does. So that's defensively looking at it. Middle linebacker-wise, that new Bobby Wagner that you guys are getting really excited about, he does get chemmed up to a 93 speed, right, with the John Madden coach and, the sprinter chem. But this guy is right there at 92. Zone coverage pretty high, everything like that. Like, I'm not really excited about a lot of the, replacement cards for the positions that I feel that my players are playing well at. Like, I don't have issues with Deion Jones, so why would I go ahead and do something like that? I don't have issues with Shazier, so why would I look for middle linebacker? Lawrence Taylor's the GOAT, especially when he hits you with the crackhead speed. And I think he's coming in at like 93 speed. So if what they did, like middle linebacker, if they bring back LaDainian Tomlinson, we could probably sub him in as a faster middle linebacker or something like that. But it doesn't really make any sense to bother what's going on with the way that the defense is set up. So only the players that I showed you there is something I would consider, doing something with. Now, as far as offensively goes, Randy Moss has to get an upgrade. Like this promo has to bring a Randy Moss upgrade. You know what I'm saying? And let me point something else out. Calvin Johnson at free safety. You guys did ask about that. That's a possibility, though. Calvin Johnson at free safety is a possibility if they bring him back. I just wanted to point that out. If they Julio Jones, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, bro? 6'3", 6'5". I'm gonna go 6'5". I'm gonna go Calvin Johnson if they bring him back. EAB on that crazy stuff where they just don't. Hold up, why did they just show Randy Moss in the pictures and then they didn't show it this time? Is it going to load up this time? All right, what are they doing? Well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so because they try to come out here and Kareem Hunt my dudes, like giving them that kind of thing where you can't see them. I don't know what they're doing. Doesn't really matter though. All right, so now let's talk about this situation. Randy Moss should absolutely be getting an upgrade. You guys already know how I feel about Randy Moss. For you guys that have been there for a while, you know this guy is going to be like that dude. He's going to absolutely be a starter and probably going to have to put Tyreek Hill in the slot. But again, he's the major thing. I know you guys have seen Chad Ochocinco on the actual promo material. I don't care about Chad Ochocinco. Never really been like a guy that had to have him on the squad. When he was really, really fast in past Maddens, he would make the roster because of his speed primarily. That was it. It was nothing else that was, around that situation. So speaking about that, when you guys are asking about Ocho, I don't really care about Ocho. Like Randy Moss is going to be Randy Moss out there. That's pretty much it. Once they release him, that's the goal. That's where we're going with it. We're not really worried about anything else. Running back wise, some of you guys are very concerned that because they've released so many running backs consecutively together, that there's a chance that Bo Jackson will not be released. With that being said, I don't think you understand who EA Sports is. That doesn't make any sense. EA Sports will drop EA Sports will drop 4 consecutive running backs if that means that dudes are going to be buying packs. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's all about the fact that we have to make sure that the license is correct and that they have the permission to use these players. That's pretty much all that it is. Once they have that permission and stuff like that, everything else is going to fall into place. So is it a possibility that we'll get Bo? I absolutely believe so. Christmas is a time where I think EA makes like the most off these promos because the out of position players and a lot of the things that go on with it, that's what makes it more exciting. So I do expect a lot of new things coming out of this. Some of you guys may not understand or really, comprehend exactly what I'm talking about with out of position players, but it just means that a player that played a previous position in high school, college, or whatever, EA will put him in another position. So you'll have old linemen playing D-line. You'll have a quarterback playing corner. Like Michael Vick last year was a pretty decent corner. Stuff like that. All right. Other than that, I don't really know if there's any, because I don't want to put anybody else new into the lineup because I have 2 of the rising stars as my backups. So I don't really want to put any new wide receiver. If they release like 2 glitchy wide receivers that it's like, yo, I got to get rid of somebody, that's going to be kind of hard pressed because you're going to have a spin move like T.Y. Hilton. Who listen, this guy right here, I think he has the highest spin move at wide receiver. So when you get this guy out in the open field, you shouldn't be getting tackled because he has an 89 spin move, so he's above the threshold. He's way ahead of Randy Moss's just disgusting spin move situation. They made Randy Moss like an old lady with freaking, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like 77 though, and it's so slow. And the weird thing about it is, if you're playing against an absolute idiot, he will spin your lights out. Like he will literally spin your lights out, bro. Like it's really, really wild. So I just want you guys to be aware of that those things can affect, what actually goes on within the gameplay aspect of me replacing somebody, putting somebody else in that position. But primarily for me, I'm looking forward to making sure that Randy Moss is upgraded because once he's upgraded, he should be at a 99. That means that you have 99 Randy Moss, you have 99 Tyreek Hill. A lot of these guys that you play now, they take advantage of the fact that Randy Moss, he's not as fast. Unless you have 50 Vikings players, he's not really doing much on the field, right? So once he gets his upgrade, that'll kind of open up what you could run and different things like that as far as offensively, letting dudes have to back up off of you because, they got faster corners. You got Deion Sanders over there. You just back Deion Sanders up and it's one-on-one. You can't really beat anybody over the top. But what you should notice, though, is if you play against Deion Sanders and you have Tyreek Hill at 99 speed, you'll see that in some cases he will beat Deion Sanders deep. And I've already actually done it several times. You just have to time the throw very, very well, but that's something that you can absolutely do. So just watch out for that. And that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. Now, because we already have John Madden coach, I don't expect them to do something else with the coaches until later. Like I think they did, what was that coach that they did that added the +2 speed? Because some of you guys were asking would they put out more stuff to add speed and stuff. I don't think they're going to do all that. I think they're going to more focus on the actual players. It looks like motivators have been canceled, right now. I don't see how they're going to do it. Because if they do it after the Christmas promo, it's going to be probably, I think they usually did it before, but it's lame if they do it after because it's going to be so many higher overall cards. Like for you to boost it and then that it's not going over 100 overall, it's going to be kind of stupid. But let's be honest. If they do put it out, we're going to still put people on our team anyway and just boost it regardless. But it just seems like they're moving in a new direction. And they have a lot of information coming out about what they're going to be doing with it. So all you would have to do is simply tune in here. Make sure that your notification bell is on so that when I release a video, you are well aware of it. And that's pretty much it, guys. So any other questions you may have, you know what to do. You drop it right in the comment section. You can tweet me at GmiasWorld. You can like me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram at GmiasWorld and let me know what's going on. What do you really want out of the Zero Chill promo? What are you looking to get? Talk to me. Until next time, one love.